Do you know Charlie Munger? He's a famous American billionaire investor, and based on his own experience, he claims that the first $100,000 is the hardest to accumulate. When you finally reach the million, it is an indication that the second million is already on its way, and this second million only takes a fraction of the time it took you to reach the first million. Why does this phenomenon happen, and more importantly, how can we put it into practice right now to enjoy its benefits? Welcome to Invest in Your Fortune. Today we're going to take a closer look at what Charlie Munger's theory is based on. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on the best financial tips on the web. Let's get started. Most people initially prioritize their investments, leading to deception and a lack of investment knowledge. Many people believe that they would start investing if they had more money, but this deception is unconsciously created. It's like adding wood to a fire when it's already burning, as it's essential to start the fire before adding more wood. This deception can lead to a lack of investment and a drained retirement plan. There is no doubt that the first step is always the hardest, especially when the goal seems so far away. But don't forget that in order to get the reward, you must first sacrifice. If you really want to reach your first 100,000, you will have to do the heavy lifting, and that means most of the money will have to come from you. However, once your portfolio has grown significantly, compound interest can begin to work its amazing wonders. Remember, the percentage returns don't necessarily have to increase, but the dollar gains are much greater. Imagine investing $5,000 at a 10% annual rate of return. At the end of a year, you will have made a profit of $500. This may not seem like much, but if the investment is $100,000, the situation changes because the return would be $10,000. With this amount, you could begin to consider the possibility of replacing your salary. In this way, if you had $1 million and invested it with a 10% return, you would make a profit of $100,000. Not bad, right? The first thing to keep in mind is that sometimes it is necessary to give up certain daily habits in order to raise money. For example, we'll have to think twice before spending $100 on dinner. Once you discover the power of compound interest, you'll begin to plan your spending more carefully because you know that the $100 you are going to spend on eating out can give you a return, and the reward will be greater than if you had spent it and it was gone forever. If that $100 had been invested, you get a return of $10, and the next year it will be $11, and the year after that it will be $12. When you reach $100,000, there are many things you can do that a person living paycheck to paycheck cannot afford. Among other things, you can look for another job that offers a better income, taking into account that you have your savings so your financial stability is not in jeopardy. Or maybe you have always wanted to start your own business, but life circumstances have prevented you from doing so. But now you have a financial cushion that allows you to open your business with the potential to earn millions of dollars. It is important to note that no matter what option you choose to diversify your investments, a person with little savings will be much more limited than a person with a good amount of savings when an opportunity presents itself. The greater the savings, the greater the ability to take advantage of opportunities. Also, when it comes to investing and speculating, it is much easier to make a reasonable decision if you have extra money that you know will not bankrupt you if the investment does not work out as expected. For those who are still working on reaching their first $100,000, there are several ways to speed up the process. Since most of the funds will be money you contribute directly, the first focus should be on increasing the amount you save. This is the best and most direct way to accelerate this process so that your savings increase regularly and continuously. One way to do this is to try to increase your income, such as by getting an extra job on the weekends and put that extra money directly into your savings portfolio. Another option would be to start your own business and run it alongside your current job. Pay close attention to the unnecessary expenses that occur in our daily lives that we overlook. In today's society, many daily expenses are unnecessary and contribute to not reaching financial goals. These include eating out, unnecessary electronic gadgets, expensive cars, memberships, and high-priced brand-name clothes. While it's important to enjoy money occasionally, it's crucial to be cautious as these expenses often prevent most people from reaching their first $100,000. Remember, once you get used to effectively controlling your expenses, you will find it easier to take risks and diversify your investments through different market cycles. Now you know how most investors make their first $100,000. Put it into practice and study the changes you need to make in your daily habits, and before you know it, you'll be living a rich life. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to invest in your future. See you in a future video.